Hey there, Ryan with Michigan Insurance Group here. I wanted to share some insurance tips with you today to hopefully help speed up the insurance shopping process for you and hopefully help you encourage to do that. I do hear complaints on how terrible sometimes it is to shop for insurance, and I get that. So hopefully these tips will help encourage you to go ahead and do that and speed it up for you, become more efficient. So we'll jump right into it. First and foremost, give yourself time. Give yourself plenty of time to have the conversations with agents, whether it be just the one independent agent you're talking to, or if you're calling multiple agencies and you're spending an entire day doing that. You really don't have to. Ultimately, if you talk to one or two independent agents, that should be plenty to give you a lot of options to work with. So give yourself time. Typically speaking, 20 minutes to a half an hour should be plenty of time to gather the information, or I should say, provide that information to the agent. Now, sometimes it can be a little bit more drawn out depending on your household and how complicated it is. And what I mean by that is, if you have agricultural farming or an in-home business or dog breeding or something like that going on in your home, there might be more information gathering needed. So that could delay it. But overall, give yourself enough time to gather that or to provide that information to the agent. Two, documentation. Have a copy of your current declaration pages ready. If you don't have them, reach out to your current insurance carrier or your agent and ask them to provide you a new one. This should take a matter of minutes. They should be able to either fax it, email it, or print you a copy and you can swing into the office and grab it. So again, if you don't remember where it is, just request a new copy, but make sure it's an accurate one and a current one. Don't provide one from 2 or 3 years ago. There's too many different things that have changed. When policy renewals come in, sometimes rules can change, sometimes limits change, things like that. So make sure it's an accurate current one. Now, if you do have the full policy jacket, that's brownie points. Sometimes there are some very important pieces of information in the actual policy jacket. So if you do have that, go ahead and send the whole thing. That's very helpful. There are certain things that the declaration page doesn't show, and really ultimately a declaration page, and it will say it at the top, declaration page, just a snapshot of your coverages. But a lot of times it won't show all of these specific details, especially when you get into the nitty gritty parts of an insurance policy like settlement types or definitions and things like that. That's very helpful to have a full policy jacket to understand those terms to that particular policy, where a declaration page just shows a snapshot. But why a declaration page is important: shows your current coverage limits, deductibles, especially if it's an auto insurance one. It'll show typically the drivers in the household, I already said deductible options, but the VIN numbers, things like that. So to show vehicle information, coverage limits, deductibles, all of those things, and often drivers. So having that declaration page ready and handy, great, very useful. Third, make sure you have your household personal information, like your household members, their relationship to you, and their birth dates. Driver's license, full copy of the driver's license would be brownie points as well. Not necessarily needed, but if you have their driver's license numbers, that's very helpful as well. Now, again, anyone that's living in the household or resident relative, even if they are not of driving age, you want to have their full name and birth date because you want them covered if they're a passenger. So in order to be covered, they need to be accounted for on the policy. Other than that, quick recap: timing, most important. Declaration page, a copy of your current active declaration page, very helpful, and all of your resident relatives' personal information, so their names and birth dates and driver's license numbers if you have them. Hopefully those tips will help speed up the process and help encourage you to shop around if you are dissatisfied with your current insurance company or your agent. You're happy to, or this should make you a little bit happier, to reach out to a local independent agent and see what they can do to help. Maybe they can find you some savings. Maybe they can just help provide something more convenient that you're missing now. Other than that, I appreciate you taking the time watching the video. We'll talk to you again soon.